hopefully my host will be back at 5:30 and I can get the stuff moved in Kiwara. That'd be great. One thing I forgot to mention is I got the results of my DNA test. It took about a month after I sent them to the US, and there were a slight surprise in it. Nothing particularly major, but what I discovered was that I think 58% or something, I'll put it up on screen, you can check it out yourself, 58% of my DNA is actually British Isles. Now that doesn't surprise me, although maybe I thought it was going to be much higher than that. And it comprises of Irish, Welsh and Scottish. Now I expected there to be like half Scottish, so that wasn't a surprise. But I was surprised there was no English, and the Welsh thing came from left field. I didn't expect that either. So that was surprising. And the other surprise was I think about 38% of DNA is actually Western European. Now that wasn't what I expected to see. And on top of that, around 5.8% Scandinavian. So, I mean, not really surprising as such, except that there was no English there, so that did surprise me a little bit. So now I know what the ancestors came from. No Neanderthal DNA, which that was a little bit of a surprise too. But yeah, I'm glad I did it. It's interesting. Well, no beef eater on the shelves, only the pink stuff. They're not allowed to actually order anymore. It's not a core item for Liquorland, so it depends on the stores, but they may not be able to reorder it. I presume I'll still be able to get it at Murphy's, but it probably means it won't be on discount like that for too much longer, so I should just stock up on it. Yes, well, that's a bit of a worry. Apparently it's all controlled from Melbourne, and I was talking, it must have been the manager, because he seemed to know exactly what was going on, and he just said that, you know, on their core items they have control, but on these sort of items, if they said the barcode's greyed out, that basically means they can't reorder. So even if he wanted to reorder it, he couldn't right now. So that's a bit of a shame. So I'll have to try another one. I mean, the Kiwara does have a Liquorland, so it gives me the perfect excuse to check it out, because I haven't actually been up to the shops yet, so I could go there tomorrow. Oh man, you know, it's a nice enough, well, it's not a great walk, but it's okay. I might try to get a bus, but God, there's going to be bugger all buses on Sunday, so I don't know. I've got enough for tonight anyway. I've still got enough gin. But $39 is a very good price for beefeater. And so hopefully, well, I don't know, it looks like I'd have to say that the chances of me getting it at a good discount price is going to be slimmer. If you've got less competition, it's always a bad thing. So I best to bulk up if I can. I'll see Monday. I'll go back to Smithfield maybe, or might buy it in, check out the Cairns Central one. I'm not, I have to go back to Cairns on Monday to pick up an item I ordered on eBay, because I'm using their PO box. It's actually quite a good system. You can actually use a locker at the post office to access your item, and I'll be doing that. But I think from now on, my master plan is to actually get myself a new post box, which will include a parcel section. So if you buy anything on eBay, they'll deliver it to your door, and that will be great. It just means I've got to get the handyman out. I've got to buy the. I've seen the units. They're being advertised, and I'll if I buy one of those, I'll have to get a handyman to basically make space for it, because it's a reasonable size unit compared to a normal letterbox. The letterbox is basically stuffed in my place anyway, like a lot of other things, so that's not going to be much of a loss. It's not a very nice looking letterbox, so be happy to see it replaced. I'm going to really be happy to see the lights replaced. Those crappy old incandescent lamps, they don't give off much light. They're pretty useless. I mean, I've had the LED experience, and I don't want to. It's hard to go back to the old incandescents, and they cost more to run, and you have to change the bloody things because they always, incandescent lamps don't last forever. But LEDs, you're going to get like a decade without having to replace it. It's just amazing, and it uses a lot less juice. I don't think they're brilliant, but I reckon I might be up for a couple of grand to get my place decked out with them. But I think it's worth it because it'll lead to power savings, and aesthetically it looks so much better. And you do save because you're not buying replacement bulbs and stuff too. So yeah, there's a number of ways you actually save, but it just looks better anyway. It looks so much nicer. So looking forward to all that. But again, that's one of those aesthetic things. It's not my top priority. I'll ask Adam about it, but I don't know where Adam stands because he's not a qualified Sparky up here. He's only in New South. So if he does those tests he has to do and gets qualified here, then he could actually do it. But I might contact Bees Electrics and just get them to give me a quote. They were very reasonable last time, but they were a bit pricey when I wanted to get the oven done, so I'm just wondering whether maybe the prices have gone up. I think tradies are doing pretty well at the moment because, they're in demand. The old supply and demand thing. And we're probably going to be in for a bout of pretty bad inflation, so I would not be surprised you see wages going up. So we'll see. Which means that probably the house prices will keep going up for a couple of years, and then they'll probably flatten for a decade or two. That's my prediction. We'll see. Anyway, this could be the last time I come to this particular address. Just hopefully see if I can get enough stuff done, get it packed away. She hasn't got a very big car, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all the stuff. It's not much. I don't think it's that much. I think it should be all right, but we'll see. Yeah, it's been a funny old day weather-wise. It's 1 minute overcast, a bit showery, and then clear. I'm very happy that Jackie helped me out today because I cleared out my stuff from the Airbnb yesterday, but I forgot one item, and that was my Sony headphones that I'd put under a pillow for security reasons, and I forgot I had them there. So I forgot to actually transport them with all the other stuff when she gave me a lift yesterday. So I remembered this about 1 a.m. in the morning, just after a dog had woken me up. And so I sent Jackie a text, and she got back to me straight away, and I said I'd go over there to pick it up because it was my mistake. I didn't expect her to do anything, but she actually offered to drive over here and drop it off for me. She said it's just local, so it didn't worry her. So she did that. She came and I gave her a bit of a tour of the place, and yeah, she's been in her place for a couple of years, and it was done up when she bought it, so she had to go for all the pain I'm going through. So it's worked out fairly well for her because she's certainly getting that regular income from the Airbnb, and she bought 2 years ago, just before any of these price increases came through, so that would have saved her, I would estimate 50 grand or more easily. So it's not insubstantial. So she's done all right, but I was very happy that she dropped it off for me, the headphones. That was nice. The next challenge I had today was trying to get my Wi-Fi working, and I saw there is actually a password at the bottom of the modem, as they stated in their brochure. But it'd be buggered if I could see it. This is where being short-sighted can be a real pain. A lot of these companies, they don't even think about people having bad eyesight. They just think everyone's Superman, and so they don't really care. And so I basically couldn't read it. I struggled. I had my glasses and a magnifying glass, and it was still too small for me to see. So I got frustrated, but then I thought to myself, well, okay, I'll try one other gambit, and that was I basically took a photo of it with my my camera, and I figured, look, I'll take the photo, see if I can get as close as I can while it's still in focus, and then I'll blow it up on the big screen on my computer. I'll transfer it across. I didn't really expect it to work, but guess what? It did. I actually discovered the number. I could actually read it quite relatively easily, and I tested it, and the damn thing worked. So that was a major victory. So now I've got Wi-Fi on all my devices in the house. So the only other thing I've got to get done now is get that adapter for the aerial. Again, I wonder why someone would take that if they had one. I mean, I'm assuming a few things. I'm assuming that they had broadcast TV, they were watching it, because there is an aerial in the house. And if they did, I wonder why would they take an adapter like that back. It's not like you'd be coming across that situation every day where you've got to have an adapter for a Foxtel input. But well, maybe it's more common than I think. I think certainly Foxtel's glory days are way over. I don't think people will be spending money on pay TV anymore. It's a waste of money. So anyway, I got a couple of things done. I've still just got that one little thing to get sorted technically, and then I'll be on to the tradies and get the place into some sort of shape. Of course, the next thing is going to be is the settlement on Friday, when I'll know exactly where I am financially. So I'm just transferring money across from one account to the other in preparation for that. Already got all the money from the sale of the apartment. That all went through on Friday, and now it's just basically got to wait 3 business days for it to be cleared, and it'll all be in my account ready to go for the settlement of the house this Friday. So I was glad I got early access into the house. I've got all that crap out of the way. Next week should be a lot easier than the previous week. I think I'm over the hump now, big time, when it comes to moving from one house to the other. I've made the physical move, and psychologically I've got all the, hopefully, most of the little glitches out of the way, and now I can start looking at improving the property and yeah, getting involved in things I've been wanting to do. Mind you, I've still got to buy I've got a few things to buy, just little things. I haven't got a toilet brush yet. I haven't got a normal broom yet. I haven't got any of the stuff for the garden, really, just a bugger all anyway. And I need to get curtains, so there's some basic things that need to be done, and it seems as if I will need to go to Spotlight to get the curtains. I have to measure them up tomorrow, and I'll go all the way back to Cairns to get that. I've got to pick up some stuff at the post office, so that works out okay. Now, I'm just working to the beach here. This should actually be a little faster getting into the beach, because there's actually another entrance that I noticed. Rather than having to backtrack down that way, I should be able to actually access it via one of those little sneaky little clandestine pathways into the beach, and there should be one of those coming up pretty soon. So getting to the beach only takes about 5-10 minutes. I actually haven't timed it this time, but I'm sure that's what it will be. So it's my first chance to do that since I moved in, so hopefully the first of many walks down to the beach. Now where is that entrance? I know there is one here before the end of the beach. Definitely saw it. Oh, there's the sign. Okay. Yeah, if I didn't have that sign, there's no way I would have seen that. So, there's 3 entrances. This is the middle one. So, I'll go down there. This is a bit dilapidated, this place. It's a real renovator's opportunity, this house. So, yep, this will take us down to the beach. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.